Okay, so this is sitting at the 30%, and then when I walk in front of this, I apologize, but it'll be bright. And there is the 100% brightness. It'll stay at 100% bright for about 20 seconds. So today we're going to be taking a look at this solar street light. This one right here is about 1500 watts. Super daylight bright. I absolutely love this thing. As a matter of fact, I got several of these street lights on my house, every corner of my house, and so I'm not going to be installing this one today. It was sent to me for review, and they asked me to just simply show you how to set it up, how to install it, and explain the features that are on this light here. So that's what we're going to do for you today. So you get the big solar light, 1500 watts. Now this light measures 23.5 inches. That's just the solar panel. And then when you add the mounting bracket, you got 26.5 inches, and it is 13.5 inches wide. So it's a good size light, and it's going to light up a parking lot, a backyard, an area that you use of an evening. This thing is going to do it. Now they really do send you a lot of stuff. So you have some expansion bolts that you can use for mounting to concrete. You've also got some carriage bolts that you can use for mounting to, let's say, a pole, and I'll show you how that works. You've also got a bracket here so you can put your mounting post into the base of the light, and then you've also got the bolts and the hardware for that. They do give you two different remote controls, and there are batteries in there, so that is a good thing. So the way this is going to work is we're going to go ahead and put this back bracket on here very lightly. That way we can slide our mounting post up underneath that. Then we can secure it really tight, and I'll show you two different ways to mount this. Okay, so I have my bracket on here pretty loose. That way I can still get my mounting post up underneath here, and that's just going to go just like that. Now, depending on how you want to mount this is going to determine which direction you want your pole facing. So there are two ways you can mount this. Is first, you can mount this on the face of a wall, and that's going to look like that. Or you can mount this to a large pole way up high for like a parking lot light. That's where this is going to come in handy. This is going to go on the back side of it. If you are mounting it to a pole or a post, that's going to go on that back side, and you're going to use the hardware to secure that to your pole or your post. Now, the way that I've got all of mine mounted is on the roof of my house, and so I've got it like this. And so when it sits on my roof like this, I'm casting that light several hundred feet out from the house, lighting up my entire backyard, lighting up my side yard, lighting up a little playground area that we have for the kids so that we can be out late of a summer night. Now, you do want your solar panel to face south-southwest so that it can charge throughout the day. And when it's charging, you're going to have a little green light that's flashing right here, and then when it's fully charged, it'll be a steady green. There is a power button that you can power it on and off manually right here, or you can use your remote control. So again, we are going to be mounting this either flat on a roof, or we're going to be turning our post and mounting it to the face of a building, or we're going to be mounting it to a pole or a post. Now for the remote control, you have an on, off, then you can set your light for 25, 50, 75, or 100%, and then you've also got motion detection on there. And then you can also have this light come on at dusk, stay on for 2, 3, 5, 6, or 8 hours. Completely up to you, programmable, customizable, and every time you make a change to the light, it's going to flash twice just to let you know that it's locked into that particular setting that you have chosen there on your remote. Okay, so for the remote to work, you got to be in front of the light, and you've really got to be pretty close to it for the remote to work well. So you can power it on, and you can see that double flash. You can also power it off, and we're back on, and then we're going to set it at 25%, 50%, 75%, and 100%. You can also pick a 2 hour so that it'll shut off after 2 hours, or you can do it to 3 hours. And again, you're getting that flash to let you know that a new setting has been programmed. Okay, so you got three different modes on this. You got the timed mode, which is going to come on at dusk and off at sunrise. And then, and within that mode there, you can program it to stay on for 2, 3, 5, 6, 8 hours. So you can either have it on all night, or you can have it to shut off. That's the timed mode. You've also got the motion sensor mode, and the motion sensor is currently sitting at 30%. I know it's kind of hard to see that that light, but it is sitting at 30%. You can kind of see that on my hand. And then when I hit the motion sensor, it's going to kick it up to 100%. It's going to stay at 100% for 20 seconds. Then it'll go back down and it'll stay there until it detects motion again. That's going to preserve your battery much longer. And then you've got the third mode, which is an always on mode. And that's where I usually have mine set because we live out in the country. I always like to have it on from dusk until dawn or until my battery goes dead. And it does last all night, especially in the summertime. It's getting plenty of sun soaking in to charge that battery. Wintertime, it doesn't typically stay on all night just because we have shorter days, shorter sunlight, and so it's not getting a fully charged battery on those days. You will be well informed so that you can make a decision on your own if you feel like you need one of these or not.